Why should we care whether another person drops out of school? I have to answer that question with another question. Is it possible that that student or students dropped out and carried away with them, the answer to Alzheimer's or diabetes or cancer? Is it possible? Without even knowing? I would say the answer is absolutely yes.
If you are familiar with Simon Silva, he's much more than an artist. His gift as an orator, his gift in the public word, if you will, in the social word is very, very powerful.
Education has become very linear in nature. So we already want to know what a student or an individual, a child is going to be before he even embarks on the journey of education itself. My concept or my idea, the way I see education, it has to be much more organic in nature. And I think artists have known this for a long, long time. But if you look at the enormous benefits in terms of the list that exists in terms of teaching the arts, specifically creativity, correctly, you're going to see that it's much, much more complex. I mean, we're talking about critical thinking skills, we're talking about self-esteem, we're talking about problem-solving skills, we're talking about giving everyone on the planet a visible understanding of the importance. The list just goes on and on and on.
Students really felt like, oh, it's not my fault that I'm struggling in school. It was as if they knew something was wrong in their educational system, and his speech put the finger on it. But Simon didn't just stop it there. It wasn't just a touchy-feely, feel good about yourself, okay, it's not your fault. Because then the following question is, now what? So what are you gonna do?
Most people have this paradigm and confusion as to the differences between talent and creativity, which are entirely different from each other. Now, one can definitely exist in the other. And even today, a lot of adults, when they look at a cardboard box, they look at it simply as a piece of trash. But as children, and even children today, when they look at a cardboard box, they don't look at it as a piece of trash. They have this amazing sensibility to be able to look at that cardboard box and see 100, 200, 300 opportunities to apply creative solutions to that box, transforming that box into something. And that is what creativity really looks like, I think, in terms of really helping people understand what it is and how it applies.
I absolutely believe that the future of the CEOs, they have to be creative. Everybody has creativity in there. It's a matter of exercising it and fostering creativity. And when you foster the creativity, I think it opens up different aspects, different views. You look at that thing from different points of view.
There was a recent study done by IBM, and they interviewed various CEOs from major companies around the United States. And basically the conclusion of the study found that these CEOs, even more important than integrity in the workforce, is that they're really looking for problem solvers, critical thinkers. Basically, they're looking for creative individuals. That is the 21st century skill. Well, a person's going to make themselves indispensable in the 21st century job market by being an individual who has an individual vision and purpose.
Simon really made us think, what are we doing to create a space where creative thinking happens? That's the skill that's going to make us stand apart.
Cultivate a Creative Mind was a book that I put together, came out last year, and it was basically a compilation of 20 years plus being in the industry, going out to different school districts and working with kids as young as kindergarten, working with adults, working with college students, and working with just educators in general. The 21st century question really has to be, how many things do you want to be when you grow up? See, because we want to blow their mind. We want to get them on the right direction, the right path, with the right state of mind, for them to understand that they're not just good at one thing, they're good at a lot of different things. And this journey thing, this thing called education, should give them and provide them with an understanding of what they're really good at, all the different things that they're really good at.
Simon really provides a guide to parents, to teachers, to students, to regain, and I would even say reclaim, the creative genius that's in all of us.
I want to be able to find a way, like the perfect way, to be able to create this amazing energy, amazing experience where everyone that experiences my workshop or the books or my lectures becomes a lifelong learner. In other words, they get addicted to this idea that learning is dynamic and fun, and that learning is really a commitment, a lifelong commitment.